Hey, what's up, you masturbating monkeypox manufacturers? Welcome to Grunt Speak Live, episode 158. I'm Toxic Male, and this King Kong ding-dong up there is Terrence Pop. Goes the weasel.
What's up, you crazy-ass bastards? Quit thumbjacking your shit boxes and then playing Switch.
Oh, that's how you taste shit.
Yeah, you get a shitty life by tasting shit.
That's how you wind up with a jacked-up grill.
Yeah, right now the Western world is one horrible case of long, protracted ass-to-mouth.
Yes, it is. And if you take your goggles right there, you can actually see it.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. Introducing tonight's special guest, Ass to Mouth. Hey, how you doing, Thumper?
Oh, hey! I see you now, motherfucker!
So much better.
All right!
You're a sexy beat, thank you.
Oh, that's a homo suspicion point right there.
Hey, listen, I want to just break backs and go on mountains and stuff.
Break backs and go on mountain.
Brokeback Mountain. You don't remember that movie?
Oh, I remember. I loved the spoof trailer Broke Back to the Future.
Oh, my God.
Are those your meat gazing binoculars over there, Pop?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, meat gazing monkeypoxers.
Hey, shit happens, man.
Oh, yeah, I love it when meat gazes.
Shit happens.
All the meat gazing. Get out of here, you fruit flies.
That's what happens when you drink cheap wine.
Yeah, I know.
What are you going to do?
That's why, high schoolers, Boone's Farm, never ever drink Boone's Farm.
Boone's Farm.
Hope everybody had a great weekend. Unfortunately, everybody had a better weekend than Nichelle Nichols. I don't know if you heard, the original Uhura from Star Trek passed away at 89.
She burned in?
She burned in, 89 years old.
Dude.
I will raise one to her.
Hey, look, 89 is a fucking good run, man.
Yes, it is. Quality run. I think Shatner is like hooked up to some like crazy wazoo Soros-funded, totally not illegal organ factory energy or something, because he's still pushing strong, and he's over 90.
He's over 90?
Yeah.
Holy shit, these guys are...
Because he was 80 years old when they roasted Charlie Sheen, and that was like 2011. So he'd be like 91, 92 now.
Yeah, he's coming up on the compost pile.
The final frontier.
No, like he can literally see it coming now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, most men, when they get to the age of like 48 to 52, realize they are now on the glide pattern to the scene of the crash.
Yeah.
Because you are going, at some point, you're going to burn in, and that's just the way it goes.
Yeah. Do you have any plans for burning in, Thumper?
No, not really.
No. I mean, if I were Shatner's age, I'd probably just save the middleman. Like at night, I would just go camping in my backyard, just pull the dirt over me and wear it like a blanket. And be like, whatever, if you find me in the morning and I'm not breathing, I've already done half the work for you.
Just finish it up.
Just finish it off. Just dump peat moss on my face like the Evil Dead.
I like that. Just finish it up. See, my idea is this. If I get to a certain age and I realize that I am losing mental capacity and my health is taking a serious downturn,
then you can no longer wipe your ass. That's a big one.
I will put on flip-flops and a Speedo. I will wear my Ranger hat with the one I wore in Ranger School, and I will go into my backyard at like 11 o'clock, 11:30 at night in the middle of winter, and I will drink a fifth of vodka, take a few sleeping pills, and just wait for the moontan.
I thought you would go pick a gunfight in Detroit or something.
Well, if I'm all fucked up physically and I can't do that, then yeah. That's option one if I can't physically do it. Option number two is to send a formal challenge to the Mexican drug cartel and have a Wild West shootout.
All right.
It sounds kind of fun.
Yeah, well, you're on your way out. Fuck it,
Yeah. Whatever works.
More than likely, I'll be walking upstairs and be like, This is how Pop dies.
Gunfight at the no longer okay corral.
Yeah, I'll be done. I'll be done.
Yeah, it's okay. And when they bury you, they'll just have to they'll have to bury you with Thumper's camel toe. You want to show everybody your camel toe, Thumper? I know I don't want to scar anybody for life here, but there it is.
There it is.
Grade A quality American meat curtains right there.
Absolutely correct.
And apparently, at some point tonight, if we play our cards right, there's going to be scissoring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only if you give me enough donations.
Scissor.
I'm just kidding. I'm not trying to get any donations. I'm just
We'll hook you up, man. We'll hook you up. Speaking of the chat and everybody tonight, I want to say hello. 481 of you already watching on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. Tonight's stream is all about temper tantrums and overreactions to minor shit. So if you got a good story that you've seen in your own life or that you heard about in the news, send them to us in the chat because we're interested. But I should say, before we get into that,
look at the sweat lines.
check out the board, ladies and germs. That number looks different from the last time we were here, doesn't it?
457.
We got 2 lives saved over the last couple of days, at least that they were discovered.
Don't use their full names.
No, they got screen names
Okay.
here. So we got Still a Mitch in my book. Much love, Pop. Please keep doing what you're doing because it has saved my life and it gave me hope when I have none. Thank you. Thank you so much, good sir. He's 456.
Yes, and thank you, Pop. Still to this day, sir. That's why I'm here.
Yep.
Hell yeah, brother. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. That's why we keep it going.
What'd you say, Wild Man?
I forget how many years ago it was when I first stumbled upon, your videos and whatnot, and it helped me not to try that again.
Yeah.
So,
Good, man.
Yeah.
And now you got the epic southern beard going on there.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, but
Step to a slip chip.
that's the new chick beard.
Whoa. And
He's just jealous because he can't grow a beard, Thumper. Don't worry about it.
I can never grow a beard. I can't do it.
You'd probably look kind of funny if you did. If it came in as patchy as the hair on your head.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Oh, here
my.
we go. He's showing us his chest vagina.
Brown chicken, brown
hey, I
cow.
always told when I was growing up that you ain't a man until you got hair on your chest.
I gotcha.
Is this why you got big black cock on your farm? Is that what this-
Oh, listen.
Hang on.
I'm just saying.
I gotcha.
Another rooster in the hen house. We got 457 is Jolly Man 5000, the Doombringer. Sergeant Pop, I can rarely catch the live streams, but you can definitely add me to your list. After my family was ripped away from me by that wretched biatch I used to call my wife, I was very close to doing something very stupid. So I sold all my handguns just so I wouldn't have the option of the easy way out.
Yep.
I figured if I made it difficult enough, I wouldn't be as likely to. And that very night, one of your videos came up in my feed, so I binge-watched them all over the next few days, and I haven't looked back since. That was 6 years ago now, and I always wanted to let you know during a live stream, but I have precious little time, so I always catch a replay on audio at double speed. Now I'm starting to introduce your channel to my 16-year-old son.
Yeah!
Yes. Hook them while they're young. Sending them links to particular videos of yours. We'll definitely be sending a link to this one.
Yep.
Something you said hit close to home. I've been telling my children since they were toddlers that sometimes we have to be short-term mean to be long-term nice. I'm not even sure where I first heard that. I thought maybe I just made it up myself. Thank you for doing what you do.
No, I heard that when I was a kid.
It's true.
Like I had teachers, like Mr. Philman, my 3rd grade teacher, was like, I will be short-term mean here to be long-term nice.
You need the tough love sometimes.
And literally every recess, he had me out there sprinting 2 other fucking kids that were just as fucked up in the head as I was.
So that's the dude that taught you that Ritalin wasn't the answer. You
Yes.
just go run a few.
Actually, at the beginning of recess, it is a half a mile to the baseball diamond,
Okay.
and he would have a race there and back. If you won both at the beginning, at the end of recess, you got like a quarter or 50 cents. 3rd grade back then, that was good money.
Oh, yeah, you get a gumball with that.
But by the time my young fucking hyperactive fuckbag ass went back to class, I'd sprinted a fucking 2 miles.
That'll calm you down and make you focus.
Fuck yeah. By the time I sat down there, I was just like, oh, yeah. Because I literally ran all that fucking testosterone male energy away.
Yeah, and it amazes me. You hear now that a lot of these, public schools, they want to ban recess. Oh, because it's time that we could be spending studying. No. These are kids.
No.
You got to let them run that shit off.
Yeah, listen, definitely. I'm a firm believer. Kids it should be mandatory that you participate in a sport. Okay,
teaches you discipline
of your choice. If you do not pick one, then your family, i.e., your mother and your father, should pick one for you.
It leads to all kinds of fun and games.
Well, the thing is,
you're a rebellious kid, but in the end, you always respect them for it.
Yeah, when they get older, they're like, hey, thanks for making me do that. I learned a lot of lessons.
Yep.
And typically, yeah, in my experience, the best soldiers that I've had were all athletes in school.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Because,
You think it's that discipline, having an authority figure like a secondary father, like a coach, or combination of
I think
elements?
it's a combination, but the main thing is like somebody who's in sports is going to be stronger, faster, have more endurance, more balance than somebody who has never played a sport in their fucking life.
Yeah.
And then they get to 18 and like, I'm going to join the military. Well,
yeah, you got an Xbox body.
Yeah, you are in for one hell of a learning curve.
I forget what the stat was, like Gen Z, more than half of them are completely unfit for military service.
Well, as it stands now, in reality, if you go by the old Napoleonic rules, you never ask if anyone is unfit to die, because we're all fit to die.
It's inevitable.
Yes,
really, when you think about it.
But like in the grand scheme of things, when you really need people on the battlefield, it is what it is.
Yeah.
People know when you've been in sports, you know what your limits are. Like as far as pushing yourself to how much water you need in your body. When dehydration is about to hit you and things like that. Knowing how far your body can go and what the limitations are allows you to push the limit more.
Absolutely correct.
And I'm notorious for pushing it too far. I shot an event last year. It was an elopement over at a greenhouse, and it was a record-setting high that day, and the air conditioning inside the building was non-existent. And they actually, before before these people tied one on, the officiant actually stopped everything dead for like 10 minutes. He's like, dude, drink water. Because he was a former Marine. He's like, I've seen it. He's like, you're going to fucking keel. Like, drink this now. This can wait.
Yeah.
Luckily, they were, the couple was friends of mine. They were like, yeah, you're, whoo, yeah, we're going to be over here. You just chill.
I used to do that all the time.
Yeah, it's not good for you, but it does teach you things about yourself.
What, drinking water?
No, dehydrating yourself and pushing beyond your limits to the point of foolhardiness.
Well, no, I've been there.
Well, but knowing when to stop and when you need to make sure that you now have water.
Yeah. I'm just of the mindset when I'm there and I'm collecting a paycheck, I'm there to work, and so I just keep on trucking, and then usually it's later on after I get home, I'm like, this is bad, right? This is bad. That's how it feels.
Yeah. Listen, man, heat's a bitch. I've had heat exhaustion about 8 times in my life.
It's no fun.
And I've actually had heat cramps dozens of times.
Oh, the stories that you told about the dude with the dehydration cramps. Oh man, I've seen those videos.
Yeah, it's bad.
That is some skin crawling. Not even it's not fucked up, but funny. It's just fucked up.
It's just fucked up.
It's nasty.
Yeah.
I remember my first cramp in my calf. We were in Hawaii. I remember that. It was in the middle of the night. I was screaming like a little girl, man. I didn't know what. I was like 12 or 11 or something, and
it looks like you got an alien trying to crawl its way out in there or some shit.
My leg, man.
Yeah.
It's gnarly. Absolutely gnarly.
It happens.
It does.
It happens.
Yeah. Everybody has it. You have that experience, and then you know what you got to do later. I mean.
Got to figure it out.
Live and learn. But
Yeah.
what do you say we dive into our first instance of adults overreacting?
Here we go.
What do you say?
Yeah.
No tantrum here. Nobody's throwing the tantrum here.
No tantrums here. This is just pure overreaction. Illinois has become the third state to declare monkeypox a public health emergency after New York and, of course, California stand. What do these three states have in common?
They are incredibly blue, very liberal and woke.
Yep.
And I believe woke is the new code word for bullseye in the asshole.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Because this is giving a whole new meaning to monkey butt.
They are very blue, unlike the balls of the dudes who get together at these festivities and spread this shit around.
The disease-infested worm pile.
You want to talk about an overreaction? Look at this. They on a population of 12 million. This is just in Illinois. Mm-hmm. They have 520 cases.
Hang on.
And the national total is 5,811.
It's 500. How many cases? 520?
520 out of 12 million people in that state.
Hang on. 1, 2.
Totally an emergency.
Okay, so that's 0.000043%.
I guarantee you more people get shot and killed in Chicago in a month than have monkeypox in that state.
More people are dying from the heat than from the monkeypox.
It's like 5,000 cows keeled over because of the excessive heat in Kansas.
8,000.
8,000. That's a lot of freaking cows.
And
I mean, it's a drop in the bucket when you compare the livestock industry as a whole, but it's a lot of fucking cows.
I'm talking to 4 or 5 people who are involved in that whole thing.
Yeah.
And they're, trying to get me the skinny on what they think it was or combination of. And heat does play a factor in there.
Yeah.
But one of the guys said it could be that they were fracking nearby and the water gets pumped to feed the cows pretty much like literally out of the well. And it could have been a combination of being ill from that and the heat. So, I mean, that's one explanation.
No, you never know. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not a biologist, so I don't know.
No, and then another guy is basically
Thumper knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Basically, you got to have the proper amount of sodium.
Yeah.
Like the salt licks and whatever animals like.
Mm-hmm. And they require a cooling period at night. And during this heat wave that a lot of the southern and Midwest states have been having, they're not getting that.
Nope.
It's like Vegas out there. It's like almost desert temperatures. It'll be like low hundreds during the day, and it's only cooling off to like high 80s at night.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's like if you are not on top of that and you don't have your proper amount of salt licks out, and it's hot, shit starts dying.
There you go. And we don't want to overreact about that.
Okay,
we're going to get back to the monkey butt. Back to the monkey butt, or whatever you want to call it.
We should call the show Sidetracked.
Just to remind everyone, we're not pointing any fingers here.
Here we
two
go.
in the stunning, one in the brave. The WHO just declared monkeypox a global public health emergency. Just a quick reminder that nearly 100% of cases have been transmitted via men who enjoy the beanbag game of cornholing. Where the beanbag slaps against the hole and you score if it drops in.
Now, that's an actual game, right? You know that.
It is an actual game.
And back in New York in Red Trash Land, they would play that game in front of the bar, and not all the bars, but most of the bars in the summer, and I refused to participate.
Because it was called cornhole?
Absolutely correct. Let's play some cornhole.
You get a homo suspicion point for that.
No. I'll watch you guys do it, but I'm drinking a beer.
That's homo suspicion points, too.
Maybe.
I don't cornhole, but I'll watch.
They have cornhole tournaments.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Maybe that's where the monkeypox came from. This was just a simple misunderstanding. This wasn't a Pride Month festivity. This was just a tournament of totally athletic abilities.
And this is not the first time that this particular group of individuals has brought forth plague.
Amen to that.
Like the hippohiv.
The hippohiv, yes.
The Herpagana syphilades is one of the reasons, and this is rumor, I don't know if it's true, but there used to be only one herpes virus, one for the mouth.
One for the mouth, yeah.
And then somehow it turned into two.
Somebody decided to play the harmonica.
Yeah. One for the sucking chest wound under your nose.
The skin flute.
And the other one happens to the downstairs mix-up.
Disgusting.
You know, you get those monkey lips, get the, the herpes on them, and then you have to worry about the pox of the monkey.
Yep.
Cold sores, right?
Yeah.
Cold sores.
Cold sores, yes.
Yeah.
You know what's even funnier about this this declaration is that if you dive into it, the guy who was basically installed by, the stunning and brave, totally legitimate government of China, he overruled his own council of medical people because they voted 8-6 against declaring this a public health emergency. But, we want mail-in ballots again. So have to play ball.
Yes.
Not that I'm suggesting there's a conspiracy afoot or anything. That's ludicrous. I mean, 2020 was the most fair and balanced ice cream social in the history of the world.
Absolutely correct.
You can quote me on that.
Ludicrous is a speed. Yeah, it is.
Cow.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive.
Listen, man, there's so much stupidity out there. We can't even do enough shows to cover it all.
I know. And that's why we do the 2-hour live streams, is because that's the only way we can even begin to touch on it. And a few people sent us this one, so we're going back in time here just about a little less than a month, but it fits in. Oh, no, he's scissoring. Oh, no, it's the scissor.
There we go. He's scissor kicking.
He's scissoring his camel toe. All hands up, don't shoot. All right, got it.
I like it.
So, let me ask, riddle me this, Batman.
Okay.
What happens when 3 stunning and brave women of color go into a Belfries in New York, Manhattan specifically, and you tell them that they have to pay for $1.75 for an extra sauce? When they're used to getting it for free all over their face, neck,
back, thighs,
cleavage.
Yeah, or shooting for the tramp stamp.
Yeah, 2 minutes and out. I mean, they got that just from the stall in the bathroom.
And they went absolutely berserk and did what, $20,000,
$10,000 to $20,000 worth of damage because they were asked to pay $1.75 for an extra sauce.
Yep. And guess what?
Wow.
Yeah, they're going to see more and more businesses just leave fucking New York.
Oh yeah, I mean, look at Starbucks.
Yeah.
The pro BLM, pro Antifa. These are stunning and brave, fiery but peaceful protests. We're going to let people, come in here and do whatever the hell they want. Oh wait, now we got to close 10 stores because crime is a problem.
Yeah, they literally had like a line of homeless people going into one of these Starbucks, and so they could use the bathroom.
Yep.
And they go in there and they I don't know, they eat the toilet paper. I don't know, but I mean, there's nothing left in there, and it's just an absolute shit show.
They wind up looking like John Ritter in that scene in Skin Deep where his bartender comes in the next morning and finds him wrapped up head to toe in toilet paper. Why did you wrap yourself in toilet paper? I was cold. Because he was drunk as hell and then he crazy glued his dog's feet to the ceiling.
Nice.
That movie's fucking hilarious if you haven't seen it, by the way.
Oh, look, let's see the pictures.
Totally, yeah, Yeah, stunning and brave, women of BIPOC persuasion never behave out of...
Peaceful.
So, yeah, fiery but peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
Grease fiery but peaceful.
Are they right now? Is that what they're doing? They're praying and giving thanks?
Yeah, I guess they must be.
But here's the
if
thing.
I can find the video here. Hang on. Go ahead.
Yeah, here's the thing that's going to happen. Sooner or later, this is going to reach bullshit saturation level. And these small businesses, you're going to see the owner come in And when shit gets fucking crazy like this, you're gonna see a lot of these people get a taste of grizzly bear spray, maybe a couple hickory thumps, and if that doesn't do the trick, then yeah, they're going to get the terminal velocity injection called lead.
Things happen. You want to see the actual video?
Yes, put it
All
on.
right, let's check it out here.
Now, is there any music so we don't have to...
No, this is a news report here.
Three women
Will we get
faced
a
judge
news strike
today
for this?
their role in a wild food fight inside a Lower East Side restaurant. Now, this was the scene inside Bell Fry's restaurant.
All right, so
Early
a
Sunday
food
morning,
fight,
the chaos breaking out over the
is you
price
just
of
throw
extra
food.
condiments.
Yeah, that's not a food fight.
Yeah. Now, I have no idea. Like, I'm telling you, as soon as they started throwing actual items and they came over the counter,
Oh, here they come.
it'd be knuckle sandwich time all day long.
10 to 20 grand worth of damage over a sauce packet.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm serious.
Oh.
I would totally fuck these. They come look, if they come
Here they
over
come.
the counter and they're being violent, you have every right to defend yourself.
I mean, whatever
You know, I
happened...
ordered on sauce, and maybe they get upset about that too.
Maybe.
No, I remember a similar thing at McDonald's in New York. They had one guy working in the back, and he was on parole.
Okay.
And some, I
There's
don't know
usually
what it
one or
was.
two ex-cons on staff at a lot of these places.
Well, the thing is a couple of these ladies got pissed off for whatever reason. They came over the counter like this, and were getting all stupid. And the dude took this big metal rod and beat them. And the metal rod was bending. He was hitting these chicks so
You
hard.
picked a fight with the wrong dude.
Yeah.
Wow. That's epic.
They were arrested. What happened to them?
I honestly don't know. To double check and take a look at it here. Let me see here. The three women were arrested by police, and Azoria reportedly hit an officer in the face. All were charged with multiple counts, including robbery and criminal mischief.
Yeah, criminal mischief isn't a big one, but robbery is.
Yep. Two of the employees suffered head lacerations. They also threw a metal stool, metal sauce pumps, trash, and ketchup bottles at them.
I'm sorry. As soon as I got injured, I would evil pop would be out of the box, and I would be on autopilot.
Oh, yeah. What cracks me up is that I thought, these workers in these fast food joints were, they were the victims of society. They're not getting paid a living wage for knowing how to dunk fries in a fryer. They need to be getting paid $15 an hour minimum. So we go from pitying them and, trying to vote politicians into office that are going to raise the minimum wage, which totally won't raise taxes and costs for you, by the way.
Totally.
To ripping them to shreds and causing $20K in damage over a sauce packet.
Yeah, and listen, a lot of these people are not getting the structure and discipline at home. So what's going to happen is they're going out into the real world with the same attitude, no discipline, no, whatever, I can do whatever the fuck I want. In reality, it's going to step in for a course correction.
Yep.
And a lot of times when that happens, you go to prison, you go to the hospital, or you go to the graveyard, or a combination of all three.
I thought Thumper was putting up his no fap flap there for a second. Like, dude,
Hey.
we already saw you scissoring.
No, what I was doing was I was making sure that the camera was clean. I wasn't trying to show you all any nudes, okay?
All right, just making sure. Yeah.
All right.
Or
Wipe it
never. I'm not that disrespectful. Come on, give me more credit than that.
Wipe it off the camera with his jizz rag.
Unbelievable. But, listen, everyone has...
Listen, that's a stiff towel.
Yeah. Everyone out there has got at least one story when they fucking flipped out in life. All right? I mean, I've got quite a few where I've literally...
Yeah.
I got the bullshit saturation, and I like, okay, game on. Let this begin.
Let us begin.
Yep.
But I wish it were over there. There's more. We have a few more overreactions here, including the one that inspired this whole stream. But this one here is special, and it was sent to us by one of our Transformers fans. Transformer cheerleader, 25, given assault citation after choking out a teammate who called her a man with a penis. By the way, he choked a minor. She's 17. At cheer camp, as video taken afterwards shows the attacker saying, "I barely touched her."
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, you can totally tell that these are not photoshopped pictures in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, no, yeah.
Like the
Look at
face,
that.
the skin tone of the face totally matches the rest of the body. The bow stands out so much over the deep fakeness that it looks like it's photoshopped.
Listen, I'm sorry if my daughter was choked out by an adult. That dude would be. I don't care if the dude's calling himself a chick. It's on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And this dude tried to pass it off as a joke. Choking a 17-year-old girl. Totally a joke.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding around, man.
I'm pretty sure that's not going to hold up in court. Oh, my God. Look at the one on the right.
Oh, my. Yeah, these are totally shopped.
Yeah, total. I have seen Snapchat filters that are more subtle than this.
Dude, it literally looks like they took a woman's face and like plastered it on top.
It's like Beyonce's face on Shaq's body.
Wow. Now, is this cheerleading for a high school or is this like a semi-pro team? What is this?
It's cheer camp. High school cheer camp, and I'm guessing this person was one of the instructors. Oh, no, a college cheer camp after they allegedly attacked a teammate, called her a man with a penis.
25, though?
25.
25. I mean, I don't know. That seems a little old for this. You're in just regular college.
Hey, I got an idea on how to make the WNBA sell out every single game.
You know what? I'm sure that the WNBA would love to know. Bring it.
What is it?
Okay, so check it out. This is what we do. We bring Michael Jordan out of retirement. We bring everybody out of retirement. And when they hit 40 years old, they're eligible to play for the WNBA now. So we bring Michael Jordan back, Shaq, all of them, and they play in the WNBA now. And I tell you what, tickets would sell out. I think that all those guys would still break a lot of records and be dunking on these chicks, and it'd be a great entertainment. I think it'd be great.
There are very few female basketball players that can dunk.
Yeah. And one of them is in jail in Russia.
Yeah.
Well, not anymore. Didn't they do some sort of a swap trade?
They're talking about it.
They're talking about swapping out like a Russian arms trader or some shit for this?
Yeah.
For this piece of shit who knelt for the national anthem and said America was shit until suddenly she needed America's help.
Yeah, she can rot there.
And then she cried out in Barry White's disembodied voice, "I need help. Somebody save me." What the hell?
Yeah, and I'm actually working on another video where I'm getting the costs of running an actual stadium. We're talking lights, heat, air conditioning, maintenance, and typically on a $65,000 to $100,000 stadium, it's ballpark figure. It's like $500,000 a year.
Okay.
All right, now the average number of seats that the WNBA sells is right around 2,000 seats.
That's it? Per game?
Game.
Okay.
So it's not even worth the cost to heat or cool the stadium, turn the fucking lights on, run the bathrooms, turn on the water, and get the goddamn, licky, chewy fucking, booths up and running.
Licky, chewy booths.
Well, yeah, that's where you get all your chips and your corn dogs and whatever, and your beer.
But cornholes.
It's the cornhole games, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Cornhole or glory hole, either way, it all sounds like it fits.
And
no pun intended.
These women are screaming, we want to get paid the same as men, even though the NBA is heavily subsidizing the WNBA.
They wouldn't exist without the NBA. There'd be no money in it.
Right.
Well, there is no money in it now.
Yeah.
There is no 2,000 asses and seats per game. It's not worth it.
Minor league hockey games get more asses.
Yes,
and
they
seats
do.
Than that.
Yeah, all day long. Hell,
damn.
I went with my buddy Sport to go watch the World Series of Little League Baseball. Do you know how many people were in the stands? 21,000 people. And they had sold the television rights. They were making bank, and it was just kids in the fucking Little League playing fucking baseball. Now, listen, they were fucking good. And listen, this could be embarrassing, but those 11 and 12-year-old kids, little boys, could probably beat female baseball players all day long.
Well,
Yeah.
we've seen evidence of this.
Yes.
Over and over again.
In soccer.
Yep.
In high school, right? The varsity girls basketball team would play the 8th graders and 7th graders, boys basketball teams, and they would lose all the time.
Yep.
My brothers played them. I remember that, and I was like, why are the varsity girls losing to, like, I'm going, man, they must really fucking suck.
It's not that they suck. It's the fact when you try to have them play against men, they look like they suck.
Well, right. Well,
because
to their abilities.
I mean, for thousands of years, men and women have done a division of labor, and they usually divide along shit they're good at.
Yeah. And it worked until
about 60 years ago.
Until the succubi came along and decided that science was sexist.
Yes.
And we have to rethink our traditional gender norms. And now certain demographics are knocking out kids 75% out of wedlock, and crime's going through the roof. Gee, I wonder who we can blame for that.
Absolutely correct.
Well, I self-identify as a biologist, and so therefore I'm a bearded lesbian.
And that gives you permission to scissor on the air.
I like it.
Sorry about that. I know it's graphic and all.
But the thing is there's going to be a huge backlash against the confused poles and holes community.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, this can only go on for so long.
Yeah, and especially when you start involving our children.
Yes. And listen, I do not want to see that. I want to see us be able to control this and just simmer it all down before it blows the top off of the pressure cooker and there's all kinds of fucking casualties.
Mm-hmm. Have you guys read the gay manifesto that was put into congressional record in 1987?
Nope.
Oh.
Okay, so if you read the gay manifesto, I'll send it to you, Blake. I'll send a text to you or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, the gay manifesto describes exactly what they were going to do, and they did it. They infiltrated the Boy Scouts, they infiltrated everywhere, and turned it into, you know what, sodomy and stuff, right? Sodom and Gomorrah.
Send it to our email. Send that to our email, redonkulous12@gmail.com.
That's very interesting.
And we can do a whole show on that.
In 1987, it should have been Frontline News, and it describes exactly how they're going to do it in TV shows and men's places, Boy Scouts, churches, everything. They said that they're going to infiltrate everything and turn it into all the bad stuff. Like, no joke. So I'll send it to y'all.
Yep.
And when you see this, I mean, you can't argue with the results.
No, listen, this is a fucking cheer camp.
Yeah.
I dropped my child off there. Granted, she's a teenager, late teenager, 17, 18, 19. And then one day I get a phone call that, some dude dressed up like a chick choked my kid out. There is no way you're going to talk me down from not. I'm going to tool that motherfucker up bad.
Right.
I'm not having that. All right. Now I'm a calm person. But if you fucking push my buttons to the point where I want to set up on you, you are fucked. You really are.
And Pop, you should protect your daughters like that. That's the way a dad is supposed to be.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
And listen, there are millions of men out there just like me who served in the military, want to live their fucking life, want to be left alone.
That's all we want. We just want to be left alone.
And when it comes to a point where those people, they say, you know what? It's time to do some shit. People are going to be screaming for them to stop because it's going to be epic.
Yeah.
Because listen, There's only so many times people are going to listen to their kids getting brainwashed, groomed, assaulted, killed, what have you.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what it reminds me of? You ever see that movie with Gerard Butler back in the day, Law Abiding Citizen?
Yes.
He was a dude who just wanted to be left alone.
And that dude was a fucking super genius.
And he trusted the system, and the system failed him, and he rained down vengeance on everyone who fucked him.
Yep. He died at the end, but hey.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, hey, when you want to
just keep
go for
pushing.
revenge, you dig 2 graves.
Just saying, just keep pushing. Just saying.
All right. Sorry about that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, welcome to our drag queen story hour, ladies and germs.
Welcome to the dark stream.
With that being said, I wanted just to give a quick shout out to Body and Blood, who's sponsoring tonight's stream here by Michael Gallagher. You've probably seen us plugging this. It is officially for sale. It went on for sale yesterday. It's on Amazon right now. There is a link in the Meat Gazer box. It's only $5 on Kindle. If you have Kindle Unlimited, it's free.
All right.
So click on the link, check it out, and it's one heck of a piece here. I'll just read you a little bit. Father James Keenan and Father Akano, not going to try to pronounce it, are men of faith in a world with its back to God, a world where an unmoored humanity stumbles along searching for meaning. And here every tarot parlor in the psychic district offers an easy answer. The forces of hell itself roam the streets, and inter-parish gang tensions constantly threaten to boil over. The only ones keeping a lid on it are the warrior priests who wield the rite of exorcism as a weapon in a spiritual war that rages all around us. So it sounds like it's definitely your cup of tea, Pop.
Amen.
Indie women.
That's gay. Stop it.
I know. Check it out. Body and Blood for sale now. Only $5. Do it.
No homo.
No homo. Links in the Meat Gazer box. Also no homo. Now we're going to up the ante a little bit on these temper tantrums. Last one is, so we went from property damage, and then we went to physical assault.
Now we're going to murder.
Now we're going to murder.
Now before we go
Seriously,
here,
can't say tantrum, can you? You don't want to say tantrum.
Yeah, you want to say transtrum.
Trantrum?
Yeah.
Transtrum?
Don't throw a tantrum.
Autococks and Decepticons.
I got to say that. Transtrum. I like that.
Tantrum.
Autococks, ball out.
No tantrums around here, sir.
No.
Transtrum. I love it.
Yeah, show me your grill there. I got to see that.
All right,
there.
now this next one
he's
here.
wiggering out over here.
This next one
There
here.
it is. Oh, God!
Oh, my God. Well, that's some good
Oh,
bling.
yeah.
Looks like
Hey,
your ex.
Hey, listen here. Ain't no real commercial. This is real life right here. Okay. Hey, I got another one right here with less bling bling. I just only got one beer couch stuff. It's pretty cool too. Oh yeah.
All right, now with this next story.
Oh, God.
We have all, if you've been divorced and it was ugly, every man out there has thought this, and it is simply this: I wish she would die. All right, I have been there
Allegedly.
a few times,
Allegedly.
and like my buddy Darren, who just passed away, saved my life because I stopped at his house years and years ago after I was in the I don't give a fuck zone, and I was ready to put people in the dirt.
Right.
And I swung by his house, and I told him what I was going to do, and he's like, okay, that sounds good. Why don't we have some whiskey, and we'll talk about it.
Yeah. Well,
And 4 hours later, and 1/5 of whiskey almost gone, I looked at him and I said, I'm just going to sleep it off on the couch.
there you go.
So nothing happened.
It helps.
It does. It does.
Helps. Having a buddy who's there for you and will stand in between you and doing something stupid
But the thing is,
is valuable.
When literally you're in court and some dude in a robe hits a wooden hammer on a table and says, you can't see your kids anymore because this woman said, I'm not happy. You're thinking about putting people in the dirt. Every dude is at that point. All right. And quite frankly, I am shocked with the amount of corruption and horseshit that takes place in divorce court. I am shocked that there isn't a barricaded gunman across the street every single day.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. Like, I just can't believe they get away with what they're doing in there, and nobody's doing anything about it.
Yeah, what were you trying to say there, Thumper? You were coming through choppy.
Sorry, bro.
I was just agreeing with Pop. Like, I remember when I got the news when I was I was in my lowest point, and so I had a broke back and stuff. No pun intended, but literally I have 2 fractures in my lumbar, right? So
okay, not a broke back mountain, just a broke back. Yeah.
Yeah. It won't heal. So I don't want the things that they want to offer me. Okay, I'm like, nah, I'm good. So I just deal with it. But I remember being in court, and I remember I got the papers actually while I was in a mental hospital, and I was like, wow, she filed this while I was in a mental hospital at my lowest point because I didn't feel like a man because of my back. I had to quit my job. I couldn't be rich anymore, and do things I could do before and all this stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
And so while I was literally at my lowest point, she went and filed. And then in court, I was like, I just want my stuff. Can I come and get my stuff? And they're like, well, name everything that you owned. And I go, nobody can do that. What are you talking about? If you left your house right now, you couldn't name every single item that you own. It's impossible. It's impossible to list every single item that you own. And my daughter told me that she sold it at a garage sale and shit. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, she sold all my stuff at a garage sale. That's awesome. And, but I remember being like, after I got the news in the court, like I couldn't see my daughter and all this stuff. I went up in the mountains, and was yelling, I was kind of pissed off at God and everything at that point.
I know. I got you, bro. So you're telling me you still have compression fractures in your spine?
Yeah, in my lumbar.
And they won't heal?
No.
Why?
And then I have disc degenerative disease all the way up my back, all the way up my neck.
All right. So
found this out in the last year, actually.
Yeah,
found this out in the last.
Damn.
What did the doctors say? Why it won't heal?
They don't fucking know, man.
All right.
And
what
they want to do
because of the degenerative disease.
They want to stick an electrode from the bottom of my back all the way up through my neck, all the way up and down my back, right? And that it's hooked up to the internet. And I was like,
no.
Okay.
Nah, I think I'm good.
To China. All right. Hackers
now listen closely. Fuck. You need to get yourself something called MK677. It's a SARM, selective androgen receptor.
Yeah, a link to that.
No, I'll get it to you after the thing. But I'm just saying though that MK677 forces your body to produce more human growth hormone, and that is the master chemical that helps your body heal everything.
Okay.
Get yourself some of that, and get yourself some of the horse sauce so you can have the building blocks to regenerate the cartilage. Okay, the MK677 will allow your body to heal those fractures. Okay, and then get yourself a lower. You can get yourself a traction board for your lower back, and 1 hour a day, you just lay on that thing. Traction your back, allow those nutrients to get to that cartilage, and it will fucking heal.
Okay.
Dudes in the chat want to know where they can get this MK677.
Well, you got to find it. You can do a search for it. It's a SARM, SARM, and just look for MK677. It works. I mean, and then there's another one. It's body protective compound BPC157, and I literally had fucked my elbow up. Remember, my elbow was fucked up for over a year.
Yeah.
And I couldn't really do anything with it. It was all fucking had a big golf ball bump on there. And I started taking the MK or the BMP 157, the MK 677, and the horse juice. And quite literally within like a week and a half, the bump was gone. 90 days later, I couldn't even feel it anymore.
Damn.
It fucking healed me.
All right, I wrote it down. I want to get that stuff.
And I'll email it to you, bro. And it's not that expensive, and it's not that hard to use. Okay. And,
winning.
It is what it is. And
getting a lot of thanks in the chat for that.
A lot of people on live stream too, because I just didn't want to put something that's hooked up to the freaking internet in my body.
No,
thank you.
No. Absolutely not.
They're going to sell all that
shit
to China, man.
I think I'm good, guys.
like when I went to Langstuhl, Germany, after I got blown up in Iraq, I had a stenosis in my neck, and they wanted to do a double fusion on my neck at an Army hospital, and I'm like, absolutely not. When I get up in the morning and I shit myself at the dining room table, I will entertain you sawing on my neck. Until that point, I will try to heal it myself. And that's exactly what I did. I healed it up.
Whoa.
Is it 100%? No. But
Hey, it's worth a shot, though.
yeah, my hands no longer go numb. I don't get the shooting pain as much as I used to because I lived in shooting pain misery for quite some time because of spinal injuries and bad discs.
Yeah, that was you when I met you.
Yeah.
It was not good. You were sleeping in traction.
Yeah. And I slept in traction for 4 fucking years.
Yep.
But like I went to the chiropractor like 6 months ago and they did the x-ray on my spine and my discs in my neck look okay. I mean,
that's good.
They're not as thick as they should be, but it is
You've
what
been
it
through
is.
some shit too.
Yeah. I've been through the meat grinder.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But that was a long trip around the block for this one here. But all good stuff, all good things.
Love to run those stairs. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Back in my professional fight days, if I had stairs like that, I'd be there every morning running those fuckers.
Hell yeah.
All right, next one. Sorry.
It's all right.
Like, hey,
This is an old case, but recently the chick was sentenced. Florida woman sentenced to life in prison for hitman murder of FSU professor in a tangled web of lovers, exes, and family. It's interesting here. So this was July 18th, 2014. 41-year-old Dad Markle dropped his 2 children off at preschool, went to the gym. Around 11 a.m., he went back to his Tallahassee home after his workout. Markle was talking to someone on his phone and noted that a stranger was in his driveway. He was shot twice in the face in his garage. Died at the hospital from his wounds 15 hours later. A year before he was shot to death, Markle got a divorce from his former wife, Wendy Adelson.
Nice.
The divorce became fiery after Adelson wanted to bring her children 450 miles away to her parents' home in South Florida. Markle successfully fought off the relocation of his children in court. Police interviewed Jeffrey LaCase, Wendy's ex-boyfriend, who is also a professor at FSU, who had a verifiable alibi, but he pointed them in the direction of a person he believed who could commit the crime, Wendy's brother Charlie. Charlie worked at the family's dentistry business. Wendy told authorities her brother had joked about hiring a hitman as a divorce present, but bought her a TV instead. Authorities reviewed the surveillance video from city buses and found the green Prius. Footage showed that the Prius had a toll transponder. Investigators pulled the records of every Prius heading into Tallahassee, yada, yada. Bottom line, this dude was murdered because he wanted to see his kids.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah, and like this, like I read about this in my. I'm not telling anyone to do this.
No, you're not.
But I write about fiction books about a guy who hunts people down, and going anywhere in your own car with a plate on it is you're just asking to get arrested.
Yeah, this was a rental car.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter, and the fact that like the dude that did it is related to her, like what the fuck?
Well, how it all shakes out is this is like a 6 degrees of separation from Kevin Bacon kind of thing.
Yeah.
The Prius was rented by a guy named Luis Rivera. The car rental contract list is Sigfredo Garcia, who was in a relationship with a Catherine Magbanwa. Garcia and Magbanwa had 2 children together, and she was in a romantic relationship with Charlie Adelson. So it was like, I know guys who know guys. Next thing you know, dude gets whacked.
It says this guy's the leader of the Latin Kings gang.
Well, there you go. It's good time.
What do you think is going to fucking happen? I mean, goddamn.
And she's getting life in prison.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
What about the hitman? They catch him?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, everybody got caught.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
Bunch of savages in this town, man.
Yeah. Make it look like an accident.
Germany or Florida.
Yeah.
Germany or Florida.
Meth and dicks.
Meth and dicks.
Meth and dicks.
Or in this case, Detroit. This was the story that inspired the whole stream. Second person dies after 8 shot during dispute over a blocked driveway. at a Detroit party.
Nice.
I heard about this like you've got to be kidding.
How'd you hear about it?
I took my family out to eat, and the waitress mentioned asked if I had heard about it. I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
And I looked it up, and I was like, "There's a stream
All right. Now,
right there."
now, are they actually mentioning the race of the perpetrators?
No,
and the
it's
victims?
amazing how that works, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, he's just the suspect.
Yeah, so-
and apparently the gunman shot 20 to 30 times, reloaded his weapon, and then started shooting again.
Hey, look, if you're going to do it right.
I guess so. I mean, could you? I just
Now,
don't
listen.
understand how you can go from you block my driveway, you motherfucker. Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah. Well,
How do you go from? I don't have to get to work until like 6. So I mean, could go sleep it off, right?
Yeah.
Go drink some whiskey and go sleep it off. Instead,
we're going to have ourselves a good fight here.
we're going to have ourselves a very good.
Well,
fight.
and listen, Detroit is not a safe place. It has never been
No.
a safe place. When I lived here, when I was in high school, I literally had an alarm on my watch that I would set for 30 minutes before the sun went down. And if I was inside the city of Detroit and the alarm went off, I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, but I got to be north of 8 Mile when the sun goes down. I'm out. Because there's no way I'm staying there. All right. Listen, I've seen guys get fucked up there over some bullshit.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's some savage shit going on there. And it happens. The same savage shit is happening right now in all of the shithole blue cities out there.
Oh, they're fiery but peaceful protests.
Yeah, that's it right there. 100%. Yep. I agree.
Yeah.
Maybe. No. Can't do it. That's stupid.
I read all these articles. Like, you got to be kidding me. And it reminded me of Kill Bill when he explains why he went. We went ape shit. If you don't remember the scene, this is how it went.
I overreacted.
You overreacted?
Because, there's always this. My fucking parking spot!
All right. So here's one of my overreaction stories. I just got promoted to sergeant. I've been back from Ranger School 90 days. I was still recovering. We had to do a demo range, and I was in charge of security. So I had three two-man teams, and they were to seal off all the roads leading into and out of the demo range, because it would be bad if somebody drove onto the demo range when you're blowing shit up and they get smoked.
This is bad, right?
That's a lot of
This is bad.
paperwork, finger pointing, and questions. Don't want that.
No.
So, 2 guys at the farthest end, I tell them, at 3:30, I want you to walk this way down the road, and I will get you in the vehicle. Now, said rocket scientist people at 3:30 walked the wrong way down the road, made it to the main MSR, and decided to hitchhike back to the barracks with their weapons in a civilian vehicle. Big no Didn't tell anyone. So I'm stuck there until 9 p.m. looking for these fuckwits. I finally get a call over the radio that, they were in their rooms in the barracks. I go back. I walk in there. And luckily for them, this girl I was dating at the time was waiting on me, sitting there by the front door. And I walk in, and I see him, and I'm like, I look over at her.
Oh, there it is.
I look at these 2 guys and go, we'll talk about this in the morning. Because we had to do another day of demo range.
Oh, you didn't go full
No.
full knife hand, motherfucking fucking fucks?
I did not yell. I did not lose my composure. But the next day, I took those 2 guys. I took a throat mic. I put one on each of them. Hooked it up to a 126 radio on their belt. Turned it on so the mic was on 100. It wouldn't turn off. And I made them carry cases of Bangor torpedoes up and down a hill And like my platoon sergeant's like, who's on this radio? And you're, who's on this radio? He goes to the alternate channel. He's like, what the fuck is that? And I get on there and I'm like, Sergeant Greenway and Sergeant Pop, I'm just tormenting these two people for leaving the range yesterday and getting on the civilian vehicle. Oh, roger that, Sergeant Pop. Handle your business. And I made them walk up and down that hill all fucking day. I was so fucking pissed. But at the end of the day, punishment was over. Never talked about it again. Done.
Hey, pain is a great teacher.
Yeah, and guess what? Those guys later on went on to become NCOs, and years later, one of them told that story.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, when he was in E7, he was telling his who-was, and one of those who-was is like, I knew that Sergeant Pop guy. He did that. He's pretty mellow. What the fuck? He goes, we really pissed him off. We were fucking stupid. I don't know. I was having like a double shot of ass hat, and my buddy was had a big bowl of fuck you. I don't know what I'm doing. And yeah, he said Sergeant Pop said it straight.
It's those mellow dudes that you don't want to get under their skin.
Well, the thing is like my first sergeant, my commander wanted to throw those dudes out of the battalion. Like, fuck you fucking shitbags, you fucking out of here. And I'm like, whoop, whoop. Hey. That dude runs like a 10-minute 2-mile. I'm not getting rid of that guy. And yeah, he's stupid. I can work with that.
I can work with stupid.
I can fix stupid. This other guy, he's a solid guy. I'm sure he was just following dumbass over here. I want to keep him. And the commander's like, all right, Sergeant Pop.
Well, you know how it goes.
Yeah.
You get enough dudes together in an area and you add alcohol, you just start reducing IQ points.
Well, these guys weren't drinking. They're just dumb.
I know. Well, it's all good.
But you're absolutely correct. You get 10 guys in a fucking room, they start drinking, everyone's IQ goes down 10 points per dude in the room.
Yep.
So if you have 130 IQ, guess what? You have a 30 IQ.
Yep. Oh, he just muted his mic. I was wondering why it was
It's
all
cool.
of a sudden it was like showing up.
Man, he's got to take a piss probably.
He's got to go take a piss. I was just going to ask him if he had any stories about people overreacting.
Yeah, let's ask him.
Thumper, you got any good overreaction stories?
How about of myself?
Yeah.
Sure, bring it.
Okay, so I did some drinking.
Okay, we all do that.
And I was feeling pretty good. So around 2-3 o'clock in the morning one morning, I went down to the Galena Police Department, and I was like, "Hey, I need to talk to an officer." And dispatch is like, "What about?" And I go, "I just need to talk to the cop about my rights." And so they go, "Okay." So police officer comes out, and I said, "Hey, I just wondering what my rights are if I was to, go on Google or whatever and look up all the pedophiles in town. And if I went to their house, because we have less than 3,000 people here, and I went to their house and knocked on their door and told them to leave town or else, what are my rights?" Like, I'm just kind of curious, like if I was to do that, what would happen to me? So what they did was they stuck me in a mental hospital for 30 days.
Nice.
At Oswannamie State Hospital in Kansas. No shit.
What? Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
That actually reminds me of a...
That shit really
This isn't an overreaction story so much as it is a story of pure fucking evil. And I'm not going to use any names. Let's just say that this is somebody who's very close to me and my family. Okay. Back in the day, this person discovered that they were in a foster home. They discovered that foster dad was being cheated on by foster mom. Walked in on it, caught her red fucking handed.
Oh, wow.
All right. This foster mom, instead of just admitting, okay, I fucked up, had her committed to a mental institution and claimed that she made the whole fucking thing up. They doped her to the fucking gills.
Whoa.
And she had to be basically busted out of there by her sister, who had to emancipate herself early just to get her out of that fucking shithole.
Yeah. There would be some retribution.
Yeah, but women never lie to cover their tracks when they fuck up.
No. Never happens.
Only men do such disgusting,
Even
vile,
my
evil
mom
shit.
denies the fact what happened when I was 4 or 5 years old, being molested by a woman. I was molested by a woman when I was 4 or 5 years old.
All right.
It happens. It happens more than anybody is willing to talk about.
Yep.
Yeah, and my mom, she just denies it because she could have stopped it.
Yeah, it's amazing how personal accountability will lead people down a path of fantasy.
Well, I'm sorry that happened to you, bro.
Yeah, brother. I'll raise one to
Oh,
you.
it is what it is. You just live and move on. You know what I mean? You just,
Yep.
you know, by me saying whatever I might have said with that story and things like that, maybe it'll help somebody else or whatever. Who knows?
Exactly. And you can, like Pop and I have talked about many times on the show, you can either become a product of your upbringing or you can rise above it and you can give all the people who didn't help you out the
Be
fucking
against
finger.
it. Suppose Epstein back in like 2010, 2009 before it was cool. You know what I mean?
I choked myself out with toilet paper because
I was exposing
cold.
Epstein's Island back in 2009, and you know, and other people were exposing it before me that informed me and stuff. Like, we've been doing this shit for a long time, you know?
Yeah.
I got you, man.
We got another one hot off the presses. This was mentioned by you before the stream, and it popped up in the chat, no pun intended. New York City, again, another New York City fast food joint. McDonald's workers shot over cold fries.
That's fucked up.
Wow. 23-year-old victim working a fast food joint shot around 7 p.m. Monday as he started getting hassled by a female customer over her fries. The woman was FaceTiming her 20-year-old son during the argument, and the son soon stormed into the restaurant and began fighting with the employee. The mom complained that her fries were cold. The mom was on FaceTime with her son, and he heard the dispute between her and the clerk. The son and the clerk got into a dispute, and it went inside. That's when the woman's son allegedly whipped out a gun and blasted the worker in the neck.
He probably died. Listen, neck wounds are almost always fatal, especially if it hits a vein or an artery. Artery, you're totally done.
He's still alive. He's in extremely critical condition. And this was updated today.
Wow.
So, fingers crossed,
They
man.
got to him fast.
Yeah, I hope that this dude pulls through.
Yeah.
But we're going to end, before we go to new tech, on a story that I didn't send to either one of you because I want the genuine reaction on camera, because this is all about overreactions, and I have a feeling that this one is going to get a great reaction from you, especially Pop, but it's not going to get a reaction quite so much from the law enforcement, I'm guessing, in their town, because the person who perpetrated this atrocity was a stunning and brave woman.
Okay.
Even though we're not biologists, or we're not allowed to talk about that anymore.
And they typically get a pass.
Yes. And
I'm a full-blown biologist.
I got you.
With your camel toe and all. What's it like getting blown with a camel toe? Just asking for a friend.
It stinks. I don't know, but it stinks. It really
stinks. Yeah.
It smells like shit, because, you know, it used to be a hoof, you know, like it used to be, you know, walking shit and stuff out in the pasture.
It's like a tuna can that accidentally falls behind the garbage, and you don't notice that it's not in the garbage until you walk in and you smell the stink, and then it's just disgusting.
And then it just gets real from there.
This is real.
This
is real.
It's real camel toe right there.
Yeah. Be like a plaque and stuff. I just turned it into a necklace, you know, and slash a belt.
I've never been one for fashion, but hey, to each their own.
Yeah.
Are you ready for this? Are we ready on the right? Too bad. Morgue assistant uses testicles from corpses to help win annual spaghetti cook-off.
Are you fucking kidding me? No way.
This is real. This is from a local news company's website.
All right, hang on. This is terrible.
Linda Anders, 41.
All right. Hey. Stop. Hang on.
Had been a participant in Carterville's annual spaghetti cook-off for the last 12 years.
12 years!
And the last dozen years, the highest she placed was second, and she thought that second was just first loser.
Carterville where?
Carterville, Illinois. We're back to Illinois.
Yeah, back to Illinois. Okay.
Where's your public health crisis when people are eating these spaghetti and meaty balls, if you know what I mean?
I mean, in what fucking world, on your flowchart of insanity, does this even come across as a fucking good idea?
Lucky contestant number 13, she used a secret ingredient that she was sure would give her the edge and earn herself the blue ribbon. She's been working as a morgue assistant for the County Williamson, And for the 11 months leading up to the cook-off, she collected the testes from deceased adult males. She'd slice them, dice them, and sew them up without attracting any attention. Who's going to notice the missing balls of a dead man anyway?
Meatballs. When they meant meatballs.
God, this is listen, I've seen this, and I purposely avoided this story because it was making me sick. And now we're talking about it here, and I'm feeling the vomit come to the surface, and it's not pleasant.
You know what ratted her out?
And
she didn't recognize.
Can you trust your local funeral home anymore? I mean, I'm just saying.
I guess not. What happened was she accidentally decided to cook up a prosthetic testicle. And the judge took a bite into a silicone rubber ball filled with saline and exploded in his mouth. That's what ratted her out.
Okay. All right, now listen.
That's a spicy meatball.
All right, so first of all, I mean, this story is sick enough if it was like just animal balls, like pig balls or goat balls.
She really dropped the ball on this one.
Yeah, but yeah, she dropped the ball by using actual human balls. I mean,
thumper.
I just, oh my God.
It's so disgusting.
And this is like, in my opinion, this is like death penalty shit.
Oh, it's so disgusting.
I mean, that is beyond fucked up right there.
Well,
what did they charge her with?
I don't even know. She said, when asked if she would like an attorney, she would only respond by inquiring if she had won the cook-off. Looks like she dropped the ball when it came to quality control. She need not worry about her meals for the next 10 to 15 years, according to sources inside of the district attorney's office.
Oh, good. Oh, my God.
It's one of those stories. It's like you pray it's fake. You know, I hope it still is because this is disgusting.
It is.
But this is why we drink.
I'm going to be honest. That's one of the reasons why I want to get cremated.
You don't want anybody cutting up your balls and serving them to people?
No, they'll cut up the balls before they cremate you, so then they got them already, bud.
You know, I can imagine that this would be like if you lived in the world of Red Dragon and Silence of the Lambs, and then you found out about Hannibal the Cannibal after you attended a bunch of his dinner parties.
Yeah.
Like, you've already turned all that food into poop, but you still want to upchuck everything that you've already eaten.
Listen, I'd be beyond livid. Like, I would wait for this woman to get out of prison just so I could turn her into a vegetable for the rest of her life.
That's funny.
Your dad.
Imagine
if she did that to your dad, your brother, you know what I mean? Like,
I know.
What the heck, dude?
I'm not having it.
That takes a lot of balls. Somebody in the John Smith in the chat says, I'm going vegan.
That's one hell of a grounder ball right there.
But it takes a lot of camel toe to do something like that.
Yeah, it does.
Oh my God, this is terrible.
Especially when you look like Don Rickles after smoking down for 4 hours with Hunter Biden.
Like, in what fucking world does that actually...
I don't know.
I mean, okay, you could just go to the market and buy like Rocky Mountain oysters, which are like what, goat balls or something.
It is what it is.
And I mean, that would have been sick enough. I would vomit at that.
Yeah.
All right, but I wouldn't be contemplating murder over it. But if you turn me into a cannibal without my knowledge, yeah, we're gonna have a severe fucking problem.
That would be a very, very big problem. That's how you stir those people who just want to be, left alone out of apathy. Feed them other people.
Yeah, like I remember eating a dish called gogogi. It's a Korean dish. It has dog in it.
Ooh.
But nobody told me.
Oh, you found out after the fact.
Yeah. Well, in the middle. I was like, fuck it, I'm not eating this. This is disgusting. I'm not doing that.
Oh, damn.
Because I like dogs.
Oh, yeah.
And I would never eat a cat because that's just a fucking an invitation. To
you shoot them yourself, right?
Well, I shoot them, but I'm not eating them. Fuck the cat. But they're just disease-ridden. They're like just as nasty as possums.
Hey, things keep getting as bad as they are with the economy and getting worse and worse. So you'd be surprised what people will find themselves eating.
Oh, no. Listen, if you get hungry enough, I'm sure cat is a damn good fucking dish.
Yeah.
So is possum, squirrel, pigeon, dog. I would rather not eat a dog. I like dogs.
Yeah.
Horse.
I mean, that's going on in Venezuela. You know, when things started getting really bad, a lot of people started just sacrificing their family pets on the altar of hunger.
They're like the first ones to go, the pets.
Yep. Socialism. Ew.
Yeah.
Oh, what do we got here? What is that?
What is that?
This is a coaster
Of what?
of wood.
Oh, okay. Of wood.
Well, as long as you know.
That's weird. All right.
No, yeah, like coasters and take them down to the farmer's market along with my eggs and stuff and sell them, you know?
That's cool. But I would like to see you be able to heal your back and get back
me
into
too,
the real
man.
world, man.
Get yourself some of that stuff.
Oh, yeah,
seriously.
definitely, man. But, you know, I just got to keep doing what I do, bartering and things like that. You know, I know if I end up in a wheelchair, I can still raise chickens and hatch eggs and stuff. You know what I mean?
I got you.
So what you're saying is that if you end up in a wheelchair, you will still have your cock and balls and your camel toe.
And my big black cock.
And your big black cock in the hen house to keep you company.
Yeah.
It's good times.
Terrible.
That's a plan.
So many dad jokes tonight on this stream.
That's a plan. It's a plan.
It's a plan. I'm not sure if it's a great one, but it's a plan.
At least I got a future, you know, in raising cocks and hens and stuff, you know.
I got you.
Cocks and hens. All right, ladies and germs, I think it is time for all of us to drain our squirrel bladders and jump on over to new tech.
Well, let's do a roll call before
I hope
we do
Thumper will join us over for that. We got lots of super chats to
go
read
on until you
tonight.
guys decide to not have me on tonight. You know what I mean? However long y'all want to go, I'll go.
All right.
We got 51 watching on Twitch, which means that Twitch is actually working. It's always a good thing. We got 57 on D Live Odyssey.
For just a few minutes, I want to go put up my chickens back in their chicken coop, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay.
He wants to put his cock back in his coop.
How much we have on Odyssey?
Odyssey's got 93. Rumble is rocking 725. MGTOW.TV. Oh God, that's big meatballs gif in the chat by JPPW. Good call, sir. 41 on there, and YouTube has got 832. Thank you all for tuning in with us tonight. If you want to stick with us for the super chats, we're going to jump over to New Tech and show you some great butts. We'll see you back here in 5, and look for those links to the New Tech sites in the chat on YouTube. Be back in a minute.
Yep.